hello, everybody. Happy Tuesday. Welcome to H5C in your community. I'm Dr. Vanessa Rodriguez with the New Health Chiropractic Center, where we refuse to get old. And always, I have my wonderful co-host partner, Dr. Tommy Wolf, over there.
Hello, hello.
Dr. Tommy, why don't you introduce us to our fabulous guest of today?
Yeah, so today we have Elon Rosenthal, owner and operator of Tap Into Health. He's here to talk about the importance of the quality of the water you drink. Elon, thanks for coming today.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, man. So how was the weekend?
It was good. It was did a lot of stuff on the website, but not too exciting. But
Well, that's exciting.
I was going to say, working on the business is exciting, especially if it's something that's going to help you grow,
gotta
right?
start
Wait, what did you do with the website? And what is the website?
the website's tapintohealth.com, and we did a video series on there that would kind of help people get educated on different waters, what's out there, that kind of thing.
Yeah, and it's really interesting when you start getting into water, because we hear a lot about like the quality of the food we eat, the chemicals, the preservatives, all the junk that's in the food, but no one's ever really talking about water.
Exactly. Yeah. So we're going to talk to Elon and learn all about his business, Tap Into Health, and how it's going to actually help you guys get healthier out there. So we're looking forward to that a little bit later. But Dr. Wolf, how was your weekend?
My weekend was awesome. It started out, we'd had a craft fair in our parking lot. Mm-hmm. It was a wellness / craft fair, a bunch of great vendors, about 25 vendors. And it was from 10 to 3, and it was a beautiful day. Got to be outside, acquire some business. It was more working, and then ended up going to my nephew's birthday party.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah.
I didn't get invited to that.
You don't know my nephew, so
you would just be the weird guy in the corner. Who
Hey,
brought
that's
that guy?
fine. I'm okay with that.
Well, also we had the fall music festival at Cone Winery this weekend.
Yeah, my parents actually came to visit us from San Diego, and we went. It was their 33rd wedding anniversary, so big celebrations. We went to.
Congratulations, Jorge.
Yes, congratulations, Jorge and Denise. We got to go see Huey Lewis and the News, Peter Frampton, Los Lonely Boys. There was a big festival at Sonoma at BR Cone Winery. So if you guys haven't checked that winery out, it was beautiful. Really good wine, a lot of fun. So plug for them.
It was a lot of fun, and the cool thing about it, because it was projected to be around 74 degrees. And I mean, if it was like 84 or even higher, it would have been miserable. Because the sun, the way we were sitting, is the sun came from over here and it just went straight that way. It didn't go like behind us, or we didn't have any shade. So I'm glad Mother Nature gave us 74 instead of 84.
Mother Nature.
Beautiful skies.
Yeah, thank you.
And we got our
Mother
dancing
Nature.
on, so it was good. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. The Curly Wolf was there. I didn't know the Curly Wolf until the show. Ended up taking a picture with him at the end. We did 2 pictures. One was a gangster picture because he's got a bunch of tattoos and he looks cool. And then we did open mouth smiles. Now I encourage anyone out there, if you want to have a good picture, open mouth smiles. It says
true.
Nothing but fun on it.
Yeah, even if you're not having a good time, it makes you look like you're having the best time ever.
Yeah, and then you'll feel better after the picture. It's
Happy
good.
is healing.
Till you make it.
All right. So as always, we are a business impact community at H5C in your community. So we're going to teach a little bit about good business tips. So this week, our business tip of the day is how to make a good first impression. And as we know, first impressions are very, very important. Sometimes they can make or break your relationship with the person you're meeting, or really just move you forward in your business that you're trying to promote. So this article was found on entrepreneur.com by Miss Jacqueline Whitmore. And Dr. Wolf, why don't you tell us about the first tip of the day?
Yeah, the first tip is prepare ahead of time. You're going to make that first impression, and if you don't know what you're going to say, you don't know what sort of picture you want to project of yourself, it's not going to come out well. Right. When you talk to someone, you're either stuttering, you don't know how to explain your business, it just shows a lack of preparation, and that's going to mean, that could be the make or break of the encounter you have.
Right, and I would say too, it's not just preparation about yourself and what you're going to be going into the meeting or mix or whatever it may be, but it's really knowing more about the event or the people that you're actually going to go meet, so you have at least some background to talk about and express on that too.
Yeah, it's going to be a difference if it's a social mixer, work mixer, or like a fundraiser. Each has a different dialogue that you're going to talk to different people with. So always know the crowd is going to be, what sort of event it's going to be, and then you can make the right preparations for that.
good point.
So the next one actually ties into that very well. It's find out who will be attending the meeting. So again, you want to go above and beyond to really reach out to the people. Maybe even send them an email, a call beforehand if it's someone that you're actually really wanting to touch base with. Maybe you can find some common ground. Who knows? Maybe you both love synchronized swimming, and you could talk about that.
Synchronized swimming.
I don't know. That's the first thing that came to mind.
Speaking of, we got the water man here.
That's right.
Maybe that's why I have water on the mind today.
Good.
It's funny because right when we got out here, like just about over a year ago, I was going to any mixer I could, and I think it was a Successful Thinkers meeting where the only one I remember from that is Elon.
Well, the demonstration.
Do you remember that? It was at Denny's. It was a lunchtime mixer. It was a kind of a dark room.
Yes, I do
What
remember
was
that.
that? Was it Successful
It
Thinkers?
was. I can't think of the name right now, but I think it was. I can't. It just. I don't know.
Yeah, I remember. I went there with Dr. Fred Dietzen, chiropractor in
The
Pleasant
networking
Hill.
circle, that's
The
it.
networking
That's what
circle.
it
That's
is.
what it was. And I sat down with Elon. He showed me his water thing, and he made a good impression
You
because
just moved out here then.
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
right. That's right.
made a good
Yeah.
impression, and now he's hanging out with us on the
Now
radio
he's star
show.
of the show.
I'm a star. Thank you.
Elon, coming at you.
So the next tip number 3, is to arrive early. You can get a lot of things done, kind of assess the environment, assess who's there, assess who's going to be there, and go to the bathroom so you're not holding anything in while you're talking to people.
That's always good.
But it's always better to show up early because you can get what you need done, and then you can leave early.
And you know what it's like when you're late to a meeting.
Oh gosh,
Terrible.
You're frazzled. You forget what you were gonna say. You're
making
sweating.
excuses right away.
Yeah, you're in a hurry.
Yeah.
Oh, they're
I've
already
done
talking
that.
to somebody.
I've done
They're
that.
already talking to somebody.
Yeah, I've done that.
So yeah, show up early. You can, and you can kind of get the feel of it. You know what I mean? You can offer a helping hand to somebody and slowly get into, slowly working a conversation, but just by helping.
Absolutely. So those were the first 3 tips on how to make a good impression. We're going to go over the next 3 and talk a little more about Elon and what he does right after this quick commercial break. Stay with us, guys.
¿Pensando en regresar a la escuela? Descubre la gama de posibilidades que te ofrece la Universidad John F. Kennedy, que celebra 50 años de transformar vidas y comunidades.
Puedes completar tu título de licenciatura en negocios, estudios jurídicos, salud pública, periodismo y psicología, o tus estudios de posgrado. Tenemos becas y ayuda financiera para que apliques este verano y otoño. Contamos con asesores de admisión que hablan español y están disponibles para guiarle a través del proceso de tu solicitud.
Para más información visita www.jfku.edu o llame al 1-800-696-5358. ¿Necesitas asesoramiento con respecto a un caso de inmigración? Nos especializamos en todas las áreas del derecho migratorio. ¿Quieres conseguir tu estadía legal en el país? Solo hay una cosa por hacer. Llama al 415-777-4445. www.kpblawyers.com. Son tus abogados de confianza. Llama al 415-777-4445. Con oficinas en San José, San Francisco, Walnut Creek, Santa Rosa, Napa, Ucaya y Sacramento.
Are you in deportation proceedings? Do you have a friend in jail facing deportation? If the answer is yes, we will find the best avenue for you to obtain legal status in the United States. Contact Karosky, Purvis, and Bogue at 415-777-4445 or www.kpblawyers.com.
If you were ever a victim of domestic violence, robbery, or any other violent crime in the United States, and you reported it to the police, you may be eligible for a U visa.
Contact Karosky, Purvis, and Bogue at 415-777-4445 or www.kpblawyers.com.
All right, hello. Welcome back, everybody, to H5C in your community. I'm Dr. Vanessa Rodriguez with my partner, Dr. Wolf, and the very special guest, Elon Rosenthal.
Hello.
With Tap into Health. Water, tap it, change your water, change your life. We're going to learn all about what he does in just a few more minutes. Before the break, we were talking about how to make a great first impression. We went over the first 3 tips were prepare ahead of time, find out who will be attending the meeting, and arrive a few minutes early. And during the break, we had someone call in and ask the questions. So what happens at mixers, especially in Concord or the surrounding area? And if you guys have any questions, you can call in at 925-289-2371. So Dr. Wolf, to answer Brendan's question, what are mixers and what happens at mixers?
Brendan from Concord. He's asking what happens at a mixer. So when you find the mixer, typically, you arrive, have your business cards, and it's a time to talk to other local business owners, and voice your own product or whatever it is that you do. But no one goes to a mixer trying to get sold something.
Right.
Sometimes we have the idea we're going to go there, we're going to get a client. The mixers are not for getting clients. You can, hopefully you do, but it's more for just building a relationship
right,
and getting someone who understands what you do and would like to team up with you. It was called a power partner, and again, it's for building relationships. So typically you go in there, you start mingling, pass out some cards, and then they'll have some sort of announcement,
presentation or something.
Thank you for coming. If it's a fundraiser, raising money for this, could have a raffle. Typically they have good food, some wine.
That's his favorite part.
Go to get a free meal. But yeah, and Brendan, if you're looking for these mixers, you can do the Chamber of Commerce has mixers, the Rotary Club has mixers.
Meetup groups you can look at.
Yeah, there's a bunch of different meetup groups. You just search online and you can really find something. And one of the big things is just being consistent with it. Showing up.
I heard Go Ramp Up is pretty good.
Yeah.
I haven't been to that one.
It's another
Mixers
great one.
are, a little tough for some people because, especially depends on what type of business you have, my business is a little bit difficult to explain in my eyes, but, I guess I got to work on my 30-second pitch.
There you
is
go.
that what it is?
Yeah.
Maybe we can help out with that.
So again, we'll be talking about other business mixers and events in this area coming up at the end of the show. But if you're looking how to find a good first impression at these mixers, we were just talking about a few. And to go on to our next one, number 4, it's suit up for success. And this can mean a variety of things, but you definitely want to have a professional appearance. And you've already planned ahead. You're already showing up on time. So you might as well look the part if you're already preparing that much ahead of it. So it's really just knowing your audience, again, where you're going to be and what you should dress as.
Yeah, and it's always better to dress up more than dress down, especially at these mixers. And then it's good you can connect with somebody, do a one-on-one, and just go to a coffee shop, talk about their business, and get more on a personal level. And again, appearance there is important. We've had one-on-ones with people who weren't really presentable. And literally the whole time, that was really distracting me from our conversation. I was like, this guy looked like he slept in that V-neck. And it was like, I couldn't even focus on the quality of his art, the quality of his work, because his shirt was dirty.
And
that
really
stain that's just talking to you, right?
Yeah, and Brendan, thanks for that call. If anyone out there has any more questions, feel free to call us. It's 925-289-2371, or you can go online at radiofusionlatina.com and shoot us a question there. We love questions.
It's true. We do. All right. So number 5 is give a firm handshake. Now, this one I'm kind of 50-50 on. Well, maybe it's just because being a girl, I don't have smaller hands. But sometimes people will go for the firm handshake, and then actually hurt your hand. I don't know if that's ever happened to you guys, if it's just more of a female thing, but what is your guys' opinion on
It
that?
happens, and it's always good to have a firm handshake. But again, there's a thin line between firm, strong, or just limp.
Right.
One of the things I can't stand is the
cold fish.
the cold fish, or the short shake.
The half hand.
Just grab the finger.
You grab the fingers.
Yeah.
And I remember I was at a mixer, and one guy short shook me. He literally grabbed my fingers and squeezed hard. Now, if you do that to me, you're a
challenge.
dickhead.
That's a challenge.
Like you are being an a-hole. Why are you trying to show me up?
Or the
grab
guy
my
that
freaking hand.
Or the
and
guy
squeeze
that
it.
the guy that has that works out a lot, and he squeezes it like it's he's gonna pop your hand off. You
Yeah.
know, we
We get it.
You
We know you're
work out.
strong.
But also something like that, you got to prepare it. I mean, you see a big guy with strong hands, you better come with a firm handshake because he's a big guy with a strong hand.
Well, you just cold fish him.
I'll get you.
Yeah.
Well, I guess it depends if you like the person or not, right?
Well, the good thing is too for women, it's a big thing. I love when a woman gets a good firm handshake. I do not when they like squeezing too hard. It's kind of like they're trying to prove something.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like I personally like just getting a full grip and a nice little squeeze and then out.
In and out.
That was handshakes, by the way. Talking about handshakes.
Hey.
Mine, none of the other, Dr. Wolf. That's for the
PG.
late night show.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, give a firm handshake. Don't short shake people because that's annoying. And just the limp stuff, people, associate your
tell a
handshake
lot
with your
about
business.
somebody, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's true. Yeah.
You got a
That is
limp
true.
handshake could have a limp business.
Okay.
I said
Moving
limp,
on.
I said
Limp
limp
business.
a little too much.
Yeah.
So the last one to round out the tips for making a great first impression is listen effectively. So this is a great one, especially if you're going into a place that you actually want to make a good first impression, is maybe plan questions ahead of time. Really, when you're engaging in a conversation, ask questions, reaffirm maybe what they said so that you fully understand what they're trying to express. Because when you do meet a lot of people, it is hard to keep, everyone in track. So the more engaging you are, the easier it is to not only get to know them, but to remember and what they're saying.
Yeah, I mean, the saying is people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care.
Right.
Was that right?
That was good. Yeah.
It was something like
If it
that.
wasn't exactly right, we got it.
Yeah, but the idea is if you can listen and effectively keep eye contact and show that you really are interested and care about that person's business or product, then they will remember you, And then one of the tips is you could, after you meet them, write some notes on their card so you have something to remember them by. And you could
Yeah, that's a great tip.
shoot them a
tip,
follow-up email, say, hi, it was great to meet you. And then you already have a couple of notes that makes it even more personal. And again, you're just building relationships. And these relationships, you might not see something from them for another maybe a year or 2 years, but, you're going to be in business for the rest of your life. So it's continuous baby steps and showing your face and getting people to trust you and the person you are, and then they'll transfer into your business.
Good
Oh,
point.
Speaking of transferring into your business, so as we said before, Elon Rosenthal is here from Tap Into Health.
Tap into
pH,
health.
Tap into
all about pH water balance. And Elon, it's great to have you, first of all.
Thank you so much for having me and
Yeah.
inviting me. I appreciate
Yeah,
it.
and he's a great-looking guy. Look at this guy. You see this
No.
guy?
No.
I'd buy water from this guy right now.
So, well, we do. Elon, so in your own words, what is the Kangen water system? What is Tap Into Health? And just give us a little quick background before we really delve into it.
Well, Kangen water is water that takes regular tap water and it goes into a machine, actually.
Okay.
And we'll show you that in a little bit. But it gets filtered and then it goes through another process called ionization. And it actually splits the water from acid to alkaline. And actually in Japan, it's been over there for 4 decades.
Oh, wow.
The Japanese always doing
They're always
this.
They
ahead
got
of
it,
they're
yeah.
always ahead of the
Yeah.
jump, aren't they?
So, and it's a medical device over there, and 1 out of 5 Japanese people actually have it. Actually, Bill Gates owns 18 of these machines.
Oh, wow.
Makes sense. Makes
Yeah.
sense. So Bill Gates
And now it's
endorses
available
it.
here in Concord.
Right on.
Yeah.
Right on.
So how did you get involved in this whole water system?
Good question. My mom actually was in about 6.5 years ago. My mom was really had major back surgeries, over the years, and had quite a few rods and screws and whatnot put in her back. And it was actually, she had 2 surgeries from the back and then 2 in the front. because they just, there was surgery after surgery after surgery. She had a drop foot, all this stuff. And she had a heart attack. And then she had her second heart attack. And the doctor pulled me aside and said, your mom's not really doing well. She might not make it. And, when you're a good son, you want to move home and
absolutely.
Take care
of moms, right? So I did that, and a friend told me that, showed me this video about this water. Didn't believe it, but it's your mom. What are you going to do?
They'll try everything.
Didn't believe it, but my mom drank water anyway. So I said, well, let's just try this particular water. And, they've been using it over in Japan. So we bought a machine, and I was going to return it within 30 days because I didn't believe it was going to work.
Sure.
And lo and behold, in 2 weeks, she started feeling better. She had regular bowel movements, which was a problem because she was taking all these medications.
Especially after having back surgery and all that.
Right.
That's hard on the system.
Some heavy medication. So, and today she's doing much better. She's off like 80% of her medications.
Oh, wow.
And it's, that's my story.
And how old is she?
She's about 62 now.
So
she's not that old.
62 now.
She's got a lot of life ahead of her.
4 back surgeries. She had
2 heart attacks.
2 heart attacks, bowel movement problems.
Right.
And was there anything else that she was dealing with before she tried the water?
That's quite a few things.
Yeah,
I'm glad to hear
she had. She was overweight just because when you have back problems, you're not able to move.
Moving,
right?
Yeah.
And that can really mess up somebody's life. So. And we've been dealing with that for a long time, but she was always a water drinker though. So I knew that was an easy change for her. We couldn't, we couldn't switch over from, lots of meat and burgers and burritos and whatnot to Brussels sprouts and all the healthy stuff. That's a hard life change for most people, but I knew the water would be a good, easy change for her. So that's what we did. And now we have a space here in Concord, and people are getting some results.
And where is your shop?
We're at 2190 Meridian Park Boulevard in Concord, and we're in Suite H2O. It's Suite H, but we left out.
Really? Nice. I didn't see that.
And what is the website if someone wanted to check out your website?
Tapintohealth.com, and there's lots of information up there. That's what I did this weekend, is spent a lot of the time doing that. So, I thought I did okay.
Okay, good. So, as we said, we're going to have a demonstration with Mr. Elon here, and he's going to show us all about why change your water to change your life and what that even looks like. So we're going to go on a quick break, and when we come back, we will be talking more to Mr. Elon.
All right.
¿Pensando en regresar a la escuela? Descubre la gama de posibilidades que te ofrece la Universidad John F. Kennedy, que celebra 50 años de transformar vidas y comunidades.
Puedes completar tu título de licenciatura en negocios, estudios jurídicos, salud pública, periodismo y psicología, o tus estudios de posgrado. Tenemos becas y ayuda financiera para que apliques este verano y otoño. Contamos con asesores de admisión que hablan español y están disponibles para guiarle a través del proceso de tu solicitud.
Para más información visita www.jfku.edu o llame al 1-800-696-5358. ¿Necesitas asesoramiento con respecto a un caso de inmigración? Nos especializamos en todas las áreas del derecho migratorio. ¿Quieres conseguir tu estadía legal en el país? Solo hay una cosa por hacer. Llama al 415-777-4445. www.kpblawyers.com. Son tus abogados de confianza. Llama al 415-777-4445. Con oficinas en San José, San Francisco, Walnut Creek, Santa Rosa, Napa, Ukiah y Sacramento.
Are you in deportation proceedings? Do you have a friend in jail facing deportation? If the answer is yes, we will find the best avenue for you to obtain legal status in the United States. Contact Karosky, Purvis, and Bogue at 415-777-4445 or www.kpblawyers.com.
If you were ever a victim of domestic violence, robbery, or any other violent crime in the United States, and you reported it to the police, you may be eligible for a U visa.
Contact Karosky, Purvis, and Bogue at 415-777-4445 or www.kpblawyers.com.
Hey everybody, welcome back to H5C in your community. I'm Dr. Tommy Wolf along with Dr. Vanessa Rodriguez from the New Health Chiropractic Center, where we refuse to get old. And our refusal to get old, we have Elon Rosenthal here, owner, operator of Tap Into Health, and we're talking about the importance of the quality of the water you are drinking. So we don't hear much of anything about the quality of water. You know, it's all about food and, stay away from fast food, preservatives, and stuff like that. So why is it important to have quality water, Elon Rosenthal?
Well, this
Take it
Dr.
away.
Tommy Wolf. Well, you're right, because most people don't talk about water enough. I mean, the focus really is on nutrition, which is important, which is important, supplementation, which is important.
Sure.
But what most people don't realize is their body's 75% water.
Right.
And you're only as healthy as the water that your cells are bathed in. So, and it's important to get good, clean water. But most people don't realize how acidic some of those waters are. The bottled water, the tap water.
What is it like acidic water? Why is acidic water? Why is it not good for the body?
Well,
for the viewers.
Well, there's a balance, right? There's acid and alkaline balance, and every food or beverage is either acidic or alkaline, right? If we eat burgers and fries and things like that, our body is going to produce more acid.
Sure.
But if we don't, if we eat more leafy vegetables, that kind of thing, our body's not going to produce as much acid. So.
And our bodies are naturally alkaline.
Right. And yeah, exactly. Your blood has to stay at a certain level. It's at 7.365 to 7.45, and your body does whatever it takes to maintain that pH. So, and it's about a balance. I mean, most holistic doctors now are talking about, as you guys know, most disease happens because of too much acidity in the body. That's where it starts. And we have, so we want to flush that acid out, and with good nutrition and exercise and chiropractic, of course, to get your body back into balance, because your body can really heal itself if you allow it.
Right, and we're going to show a demonstration on the powerful effects of the water that Elon is promoting, because people pretty much, we think there's tap water and there's bottled water.
And
right?
there's Brita
Yeah.
in the fridge.
And there's Brita.
That's really true, because people could be saying, "Well, I already filter my water, or I drink so and so bottled water." But it's what I like about it is that it's adding a whole another element, because not only is it pure because it's filtered, but then you're getting the good pH balance. So, like he was saying, like if your body's in the acidic environment, that's
when
the
problems
bad
start
stuff
to happen. Yeah, I mean, I think it was Dr. Otto Warburg, and you can Google it. Dr. Otto Warburg in 1931 found out that cancer only survives in an acidic environment. It doesn't thrive in an alkaline environment. So, you know, hey,
with cancer is number 2 killer, in our country. So, majority, but 90 and 95% is lifestyle. So if you're not incorporating some sort of filtration system for your water, you're opening up the opportunity, I won't say opportunity for cancer, but you are, because we're all about prevention and we're all about staying healthy, not waiting till you get sick to,
Start getting
to combat disease.
Right.
No, we stay healthy and we live life to the fullest potential by being healthy.
Right.
So the water, like you said, it's 70 to 75% of your body's water. Well, do you want quality water or do you want crappy water? What kind of water are you ingesting? Because even the bottled waters, right? Not all the bottled waters are
the
great
same.
stuff.
Yeah, and then now we have this problem with BPA, right? That most people know about, and how it's one of it's really bad for your body. It mimics estrogen in the body, right? And it's a cancer agent. And most bottled waters are made from that. I mean, and it doesn't have to be water. It could be soda or whatever. But one fact is, every time I've been to a store, Safeway or anything around town, you'll see that big pallet of bottled water just sitting
in the sun outside.
Right? And it's sitting and baking in the sun. And, you hear about people, you're not supposed to leave your bottled water sitting in your car because it heats up, right?
Yeah.
But it's been sitting in the sun. And most bottled waters have been in that bottle about a year to 2 years before you even get it.
That's crazy.
So,
well, yeah, it's like because Elon mentioned BPA is bisphenol A, and that's the chemical that leaches from the plastic into the water when you keep a bottle of water in the sun for too long. And it's just amazing how you said that the water is literally bottled for a year up to 2 years before it even hits the shelves for you even to drink it.
Yeah, so even if you're not putting your bottle in the water, who knows where it was at those last months to years. So I'm very excited for this.
Yeah, but also too, a lot of the water bottles, I mean, they're just purified tap water.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Aquafina, Dasani,
Yeah, and
mainly.
they're just, I mean, even those are acidic. Tap water itself is alkaline, because if it was acidic, it would burn up all the
pipes,
the pipes and stuff like that. So you got to take into account the good of and just bottled water itself.
Yeah, and water is the most important thing next to air, and we kind of get away from that and look for. I mean, there's a fact out there that 2/3 of all medications are consumed by the United States market, but we only represent 5% of the global population. So you just turn on your TV and see every other commercial about this pill, take that pill, take this pill, take that pill. You really got to kind of focus on yourself and what you can do to prevent that, because that really just covers up what's really going on. And water's an easy way to kind of switch that. It's a good, it's easy lifestyle change, right? You're drinking water anyway.
I was going to say, I really liked how you said that, as most people, I mean, everybody has to drink water. You don't survive, right? Is it like a week that you can go without water, 3 or 4 days? So it is an easy thing. You don't have to change your complete lifestyle. This is a good way to start. And then once you start feeling better, it'll be easier to start changing the other things.
Yeah, we got a call in from Eric in Pleasanton asking, what's the shelf life of water? So, I mean, water itself, if it's covered, you don't get stuff in the water. The typical water won't have much of a. Let me say that again. Doesn't really have like an expiration date, but if you have it in that bottled water, that's where it can be getting dirty and leaching and stuff like that.
It's not natural. Water is really not supposed to be in a bottle, right? That's not a natural state for water. It's supposed to come out from the streams, that kind of thing. I mean, but you and I wouldn't go and, our waters are tainted everywhere on this planet pretty much. There's, it's kind of tough to find good natural water anyway. Yeah,
and this is so correlative to like eating well. Right, you gotta provide your own water. When you go out, the water's different. When you go out and eat, that food is different than what you could cook in the house.
Absolutely.
So one of the great things about the Kangen water system, I mean, you just hook it up right to your tap. It has a good water coming out in your cup. All the other stuff, the fluoride, the chlorine, all that stuff. Fluoride is not good in the water. All the studies are showing that fluoride is good topically on the teeth, but not ingested.
Google it.
So that's one of the other benefits of having the Kangen water system.
Great. So we're going to do a demonstration. So Elon, give us a quick summary of what are we going to actually be demonstrating today.
Well, we're going to do a visual demonstration that will show you the different pHs of beverages out there on the market today. Some popular ones, not all of them. We're also going to talk about how this water can hydrate you at a cellular level.
Oh, nice.
You're also going to show how this water can actually clean your vegetables too.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. If we
wow,
have enough
that's
time,
huge.
I'll do that. And also, like I said, this is you don't necessarily have to own one of these machines. We offer people to come and try the water. It doesn't cost you anything. And then we also have memberships where people can come and get the water. And we work with every budget. I mean, we have people that on a fixed income that really could use this because they're very acidic. Gout,
Oh,
arthritis,
sure.
those kind of things are from acidic diseases. Or too much acid in the body. So yeah.
Well, we're excited. So how, if someone wanted to, before we go to commercial break, how do we find you? So the location and phone number, maybe website of your business.
Yeah, the main thing is probably tapintohealth.com. You go to the website, there's a product demo, there's a few videos there that will kind of explain it because there is a learning curve. You'll find out there also that most water isn't the same. Also, you can call us at 925-609-4426 and or just come in. We're open from 10 to 6
Okay.
Monday through Friday.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
And you also
Right,
have
right here in
demonstrations, right? You do
Yeah.
demonstrations, the same sort of demonstrations.
Yeah.
So if you guys want friends, family, they need to get healthy, and water would be an easy transition for them. When do you have the presentations on it?
We usually have those Thursday nights, about 6:15. You arrive at 6:15. We start promptly at 6:30.
Awesome. Well, we're looking forward to that demonstration. In our next break, we're going to have a song from Anima called Irreal, and we'll get into that demonstration. We're very excited. We'll see you soon.
A veces es difícil decir lo que se siente en realidad, por miedo a fallar, o tan solo el demostrar quién eres tú y hacia dónde vas. Y de repente mi inconsciente sale de mí sin ya nada que ocultar y se me hace imposible actuar bien. En cada momento, en cada instante, siento tu presencia y es solo una ilusión que se mete en mi mente en cada momento y en cada ocasión. Si no sabes cómo soy, ya no lo intentes averiguar y menos preguntar qué es lo que pienso de ti en realidad. Y si no sabes lo que siento, pues nunca fui tu prioridad. Y no es justo el decirte que eres tú con la que quiero estar. En cada momento, en cada instante, siento tu presencia y es solo una ilusión que se mete en mi mente en cada momento y en cada ocasión. Difícil
Hey, welcome back, everybody. This is Dr. Tommy Wolf, along with Dr. Vanessa Rodriguez
Hello.
at the New Health Chiropractic Center, and we are refusing to get old today with Elon Rosenthal, and we are going to show you a demonstration of pHs in the different drinks that are out there that you could be consuming, and how the pH plays a major role in your health.
Yeah, exactly. These are some of the popular drinks that we talked about earlier, and what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take some pH drops like you would test, your pool at home. So we talked about the importance of pH, and I'm just going to drop 3 or 4 drops in each
I'm
drink.
just going to give, we got Sprite, we have Propel.
Fitness water.
Propel Fitness Water,
Fitness water.
Vitamin Water, Smart Water. This should be interesting because a lot of people prefer the Smart Water.
Right.
Probably just because it says smart in the electrolyte stuff.
Yeah, right.
We also got Dasani water. So we're going to check all these liquids and see which ones have the best pH and how they compare to the Kangen water.
Ooh, I like.
And
So
we drink
colors.
purple water.
yeah, this is the pH scale here as well as back there. So the reds, the yellows, and oranges are more the acidic, so we want to stay away from that. And then the purples, blues are the better ones. We'll have Elon explain that.
Yeah, exactly. So, this is the pH scale like she was talking about, and this is the water that we have at Tappan Health.
Wow.
But you'll be able to see.
So that's around, what was that, 9?
This is 9.5.
9.5.
Wow.
The body's naturally 7.36 to 7.45.
Right, exactly.
Okay, so this is the sort of side we want to stay on, between 7 and 9, more the alkaline side.
Right, and you can see what most people are drinking.
Wow.
They're getting cases of this stuff that are very acidic.
Even the
it's-
healthy water is various, like you think vitamin water, it's got vitamins in it, right?
Yeah, vitamins.
Yeah,
Exactly.
it's in the name.
So you can see in this blue guy here, this one is tap water.
Oh,
Now, we talked a little bit about that. Tap water is federally mandated, has to be slightly alkaline. If it wasn't slightly alkaline, it would rust the pipes coming to your house, not your
Wow.
internal pipes. They're not really concerned about that.
yeah, right.
Yeah, but also, there's chlorine, there's chloramine, there's fluoride. There's a lot of stuff in tap water. That's why most people aren't drinking it now.
Sure.
But it can be fixed. So, and so if you see here, like Propel, look how acidic. I mean, if we
Propel, we're looking at that's kind of a light orange, so we're looking at a
Like a
4.
3, 4.
yeah,
So
exactly.
very acidic.
So watch what happens when I pour our water into Smart Water. So that one's one of the better ones. It's a neutral one, but watch this.
Oh, wow.
Magic. Watch Dasani. Look how acidic Dasani is. But watch. So you can change the pH pretty easily.
Well, that's
But
fascinating.
now let's see something like a Propel. Or let's pick on soda back here. So let's see.
Oh, wow.
See that?
So you
It's
need to
that
have a
acidic.
lot of it. Oh, didn't even change the color at all.
Didn't change the color one bit. So just to put it in perspective, if you drink soda, and this goes for all sodas, obviously, we're using clear liquids so we can show you the pHs, but you have to drink 3 gallons of 9.5 water to neutralize 1 soda. That's how acidic sodas are.
Well, that's a good way to put it, because everyone hears soda is bad for you. So here's an actual visualization that it actually is making your body very, very acidic, which is causing those diseases that we were talking about earlier.
And if I can just, do this. This is diluted soda, right? Okay, now watch diluted soda in this.
Jeez.
See this?
Change it.
It's destroying all of it. Okay, so I think you can kind
Wow.
of get the picture just about soda, and these other ones, like I said, you can visit more on, see more on tapinthealth.com, but you'll be able to see the same demonstration there.
Yeah, if you're having a soda every now and then,
Right.
your body will adapt. But if you're drinking a soda, 2
day.
2 liter a
Yeah.
day, just imagine what it's doing to, the insides of your body. It's welcoming the acidic environment, and just open up to getting sicker longer, weak immune system, and everything.
So, Elon, is there one pH that you want to stay around, or is there a variety of different ones that would be good for different people? I know, like, to stay on the more alkaline side, what numbers, I guess?
As far as drinks are concerned,
Yeah, like if you were going to drink some water, what pH would you want it to be? If
you want it to be. Well, I'm biased, right? So I'm going to say 9.5 pH
Is it okay?
is the best one to do. But our machine here, when you come down to Tappan Health, we usually start people at 8.5.
Okay.
And then we want to work them up, because most people The last time they were perfectly alkaline is if you're a vegan or you're born, right? So you spend your
Could be a long
rest
time
of
for some of us.
right. You spend the rest of your life getting acidic, and that's how people and they start to dry out and get really dehydrated.
So what do you say? Because I talk to a lot of healthcare professionals about alkalized water, and the most common response I get is, well, the stomach itself is about 2.5 acid. So that just neutralizes the alkalinity of the water, so it doesn't even make that much of a difference. What do you say about that?
Well, we hear that a lot. That people say, well, the body's just going to neutralize the acidity in your stomach, but your body will only produce stomach acid when you're about to eat. You don't.
You're not constantly producing it.
And producing stomach acid all the time. It eventually eat your lining, and then you'd just be probably a ball of mush. I don't know.
Yep. A lot of ulcers and pain, I would assume.
Right. And most doctors, if they say that, like maybe I think it's Dr. Wiley, I think his name is, he says something like that a few years back. But it's really looking for calcium carbonate is what they're looking, or baking soda. That can neutralize your stomach acid. This is done through electricity, so it's completely different, and it won't harm you in any way.
And it actually gets into the cells, because that's the main thing. I mean, you could take all these vitamins, drink all this water, but if it's not getting into the cells, it's not doing its job.
Right.
You're going to create, expensive urine. Try and sell
exactly,
that.
Yeah.
All right, so we have some tea over here. What do we got going on next?
So
Elon?
this is a cool little demonstration that we do at Tappan Health. So what we'll do is, Dr. Tommy, if you can help me with this. This would be, this is just this one. Okay. So we're going to take tea, and we're going to try to make tea. Now, obviously, you have to boil the tea to make tea, right? Everybody knows that.
Yeah, hot cup of tea.
Right? So you can see,
all right.
And what we're going to talk is about proper hydration. So watch when I pour our water into here, you'll see the difference in what happens. Just with a couple dunks. Now, if you just move those up and down real quick.
All right. So for you peeps listening in, we have a bag of tea in Dasani water and a bag of tea in Kangen water, and immediately in the Kangen water, the water was pulling the tea out.
Exactly.
And it's starting to get color into the tea, whereas the Dasani water, it's not really pulling out the tea.
It's just changed a little bit. So what we're showing you here is hydration, because most water it's bulky water. When you drink a lot of water, you'll notice you drink it and it sits in your stomach and you're kind of sloshing around, and then it goes right into the bladder and into the toilet. This water is completely different. This is why Bill Gates has 18
yeah, right.
Because it's hydrating them at a cellular level and able to flush those toxins and get your body back in. That's what Kangen means. It means return to origin in Japanese.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, that's and we can make literally.
So you can make iced tea very fast with this,
very
then.
Fast. So I can literally make 15 to 20 cups of tea just with that one tea bag.
And you know what I noticed too with our product, our nutritional product that we take, it's a powder. And when I fill it up with regular water, I'll shake it up, I'll drink it. And I got a lot of clumps of the supplement in there.
Right.
When I use the Kangen water, it just
It
dissolves a lot faster.
Yeah, so if you're taking your nutrients like green drinks and whatnot, this is a better choice because it'll get into those cells.
That's awesome.
We've had a lot of people that talk about pre-workouts, right? So pre-workout, you're trying to get pumped up, and they'll notice it right away versus taking a long time to absorb, right?
And Dr. Vanessa and I went in and stopped by Tap Into Health, and while we were in there was two gentlemen that came in filling up their water, and they just had amazing testimonials from, I think it was both of them, their wives, from crazy spinal pain to diabetes, just
headache,
fatigue, headaches, and stuff like that. Started drinking the water and reversed their pH, and I'd say about 85% of their symptoms, the way they felt, is all cleared up, and they contributed to the water.
Yeah, and
awesome.
Like I said, anybody listening out there, most people do not believe it, and because we're bombarded with all kinds of things all the time. You look at me, they're trying to raise their hand higher, but you know, that's how I felt when I first saw it. I mean, you know, we were talking about my mom earlier,
Right,
but
right.
you know, the thing is just try it. You know, the proof is in the glass, is what we say. You know, and you can literally change your water and change your life just by changing the water, you know, that you're drinking.
And this is so congruent with our philosophy of,
Absolutely.
I mean, healing comes from the inside out.
Yes,
You know, a healthy body, you know, doesn't get disease. So in order to have a healthy body, you have to have good water. And this is something that, I mean, you just got to incorporate into your
Yeah,
to your
and then
routine.
real quick, I know we can't demonstrate it all, but what are some other settings? So if you were to get one of these machines, not only will you get the wonderful alkaline water, but what else could you do with the water?
Yeah, what would be some purposes? Because I know we have acidic water.
Right.
And what are some of the purposes of the
For
acidic
different
water?
settings. Yeah.
Right. So this machine makes 7 different types of water. I know it sounds crazy, but
Wow.
different levels basically. It goes from really high alkaline to really acidic. So like 11.5 pH, I press a button and it'll make 11.5. 11.5 is good for removing pesticides from your
Oh, wow.
vegetables. I think we have.
Do we have time?
I don't know. Do we have time?
Yeah.
We have time. Let's do it.
So
Yes.
let's see. So we have.
I can't
So-
really see over
I
there.
got it. I got it.
Okay. So here's, you know, some cherry tomatoes here, and we're gonna act like we're gonna wash our veggies in Dasani, right? I'm sure everybody does that at home. Okay. So, and then well, here, I'm gonna put this down.
Yeah, so now we're talking about the pesticides that are on our foods, which cause damage to the body and it creates acidity. So we're seeing what it looks like when we wash them with Dasani water versus alkalized water, because they even now have organic pesticides.
Yeah.
You know, so there's stuff. This is really interesting.
Okay, so the water didn't change when we put regular water, so we're trying to wash our veggies, get that pesticide film off.
So I'm gonna set these aside. I'm gonna show you why it's a little different. So I'm gonna let's see. So I'm gonna put 2. Oh, I need 2 cups here. 2 cups. So this is 2 cups with oil. Okay, because a lot of farmers are using oil-based pesticides. You know, so
Okay,
it doesn't wash
sure,
off
so it
in
doesn't-
the rain. It
right.
makes sense, right? So, so I'm putting just olive oil in there, so you can kind of see. And obviously, we all know from school, oil and water
Water
doesn't
don't
mix.
mix.
Right? It's gonna rise to the top. I don't know if you guys can see
Oh,
that.
yeah, it's the little bubbles rising to the top.
So we're gonna just take this one, and we put this in a black container because just like hydrogen peroxide, what affects this water is air movement and light. Okay. Okay. So I'm gonna take this water, 11.5, just water.
Oh my goodness.
So I don't know if you guys can see that. I know people.
Well, it kind of foamed up, it blended, it's
Yeah, it
like
really
a-
broke it down.
it blew up the oil. So yeah,
Bring it
you
close.
can.
So I'll be Vanna, because my name's Vanessa. Here. Let me check. So you guys can see, so you can see the oil here is nice and separated. That's what, if you're trying to clean the pesticides off. And then you have the one that's actually mixed in, the emulsified. So you can see it's actually really doing something.
It's making a difference.
So when we look at the veggies now,
Yeah,
the water is like it's yellow.
Yeah.
So
watch-
it's actually taking off that
you dump this
gunk
out.
that's been
Yeah,
on,
So
been on it.
So watch this. So we'll move these out of the way, and next we'll take your veggies like you would clean, you know, at home, because you don't want pesticides, right? Go ahead.
Oh wow.
And those are just soaking for just a couple seconds.
And again, it's just water. Just different pH water.
So you can see here.
Wow.
Yeah, so that yellow,
That's crazy.
those are the pesticides being pulled off the tomatoes.
Right. And they taste completely different. And you will not be able to do that with tap water or anything. And I think
What I noticed when I had them over at the shop is that the ones that got that through the Kagan water, they were more crisp. They were
Yeah.
more full and
Yeah,
they had more of a pop to them, and they taste better.
right.
Whereas they just
Well-
tasted dull.
The reason why, because they don't have poison on them, right?
Yeah,
That's
makes sense.
Really
Makes
what
sense.
it is. I mean, you know, when you have, you know, when you don't have that stuff on there, they taste completely different, and you know, it's just
Well,
it's,
this is-
it's a really cool thing. I mean,
Yeah.
this is why a lot of people in Japan have this technology. This is why, you know, I think it's going to be the next American kitchen appliance. That's
Well,
what I truly believe.
I know we love it. We've been using it for a couple weeks now and just feel better and just know that we're actually doing something good for our bodies. Is we always like
Yeah,
to
it's
see that,
good to
yeah.
know that you're drinking quality water, because I mean, there's a bunch of crap out there.
So, Elon, thank you so much for having us. Again, leave the viewers with how they could reach you if they want to get one of these systems, try it out, and just really change their life. So how do we do that?
Well, I really think that people should try it first. See what it can do for you. Come and try it for a couple weeks, or a month, whatever you need to come and try it. You can visit our website. You can check us out. Come down by the shop. What is it? 2190 Meridian Park Boulevard.
Sweet H.
Sweet H2O. H2O. And
how about a phone number? Any phone number they can reach you with?
925-609-4426. And we'd be happy to kind of show you what this project's all about. Try it. Like I said, the proof is in the glass. Most people are very skeptical about things that they see, but when you consume it, it's a whole different ballgame.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for bringing your office to work here and showing us what it's all
You're
about.
welcome.
We enjoyed having you very much. And we're going to go on our last break and wrap up with actually the events that are coming up with H5C in your community, guys. Thank you.
¿Pensando en regresar a la escuela? Descubre la gama de posibilidades que te ofrece la Universidad John F. Kennedy, que celebra 50 años de transformar vidas y comunidades.
Puedes completar tu título de licenciatura en negocios, estudios jurídicos, salud pública, periodismo y psicología, o tus estudios de posgrado. Tenemos becas y ayuda financiera para que apliques este verano y otoño. Contamos con asesores de admisión que hablan español y están disponibles para guiarle a través del proceso de tu solicitud.
Para más información visita www.jfku.edu o llame al 1-800-696-5358. ¿Necesitas asesoramiento con respecto a un caso de inmigración? Nos especializamos en todas las áreas del derecho migratorio. ¿Quieres conseguir tu estadía legal en el país? Solo hay una cosa por hacer. Llama al 415-777-4445. www.kpblawyers.com. Son tus abogados de confianza. Llama al 415-777-4445. Con oficinas en San José, San Francisco, Walnut Creek, Santa Rosa, Napa, Ukiah y Sacramento.
Are you in deportation proceedings? Do you have a friend in jail facing deportation? If the answer is yes, we will find the best avenue for you to obtain legal status in the United States. Contact Kroski, Purvis, and Bogue at 415-777-4445 or www.kpblawyers.com.
Back to H5C in the community. I'm Dr. Tommy Wolf with Dr. Vanessa Rodriguez.
Hello again.
Owners of the New Health Chiropractic Center where we refuse to get old. Thank you to Elon Rosenthal coming in and showing us
that was
the
awesome.
amazing effects of Kangen water, how it can improve your health. Now we got some events coming up. Dr. Vanessa, what we got going on?
Yeah, so H5 Senior Community is, again, always promoting great mixers, great events. Our next event is the 16th Assembly District Candidates Forum 2014. So This is going to be open to the public. It's a free event from 5:30 to 7, and that is this coming Wednesday. It's going to be held at the Walnut Creek Council Chambers at City Hall. So that's right in Walnut Creek City Hall. So again, we have some people running, Miss Catherine Baker, Tim Sabranti, and you'll learn a little bit more about what they're running for, what they stand for. So if you're want to get more involved in the community, that'd be a great thing to go check out. We also have the big 19th annual Hispanic Business Chamber Mixer. This is a huge business expo that they have.
This is a fun one.
Every year. This is a lot of fun. So this is going to be this Thursday, and it's going all day. So clear your schedules and head on out. I know the first half from about 1 to 3 is free admission. You can go. It's at the Hilton in Concord. Walk around, find some local businesses, make some business connections. I know you can set up as a vendor if you've already bought those tickets to do that. Moving on towards the end of the night, they're going to have a VIP reception area so you can mingle and strut your stuff, do your elevator pitch.
Yeah,
meet some people.
this is a great event. So many businesses there. So many people who are looking to connect with people. So again, prepare, show up early and figure out what you want to get out of it. And I mean, there's lots of opportunities there.
And they also do some dancing. I know H5C.org for the
Tommy Wolf and Dr. Vanessa Rodriguez can reach out to us. Website is thenewhealthcc.com, and we're looking for anyone who refuses to get old.
Thanks again, you guys. Great to see you.
Ya me acostumbraste, prefiero vagar sin sentido.